What if I told you the phone in your pocket, the money in your bank, even the dreams you chase are all products of a story? Not a real story, mind you, but a fiction we all agreed to believe. Think about it. Why do we work 9 to 5? Why do we care about national borders? Why do we worry so much about what others think? Are we truly free? Or are we living inside an invisible cage built by our ancestors? And what if understanding this ancient human history could unlock the secrets to a better, more fulfilling life today? Stick around, because by the end of this video, we're going to dive deep into Yuval Noah Harari's groundbreaking book, Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind, and uncover 3 profound truths that will completely change how you see yourself, your society, and your path to personal happiness. The answers to these questions are woven into the very fabric of our past, and they hold the key to your future. Welcome back to Core and Cover, where we strip away the plot summaries to get to the core values that truly matter. Today, we're tackling a book that isn't just a history lesson, it's an awakening. Sapiens challenges everything you thought you knew about humanity, from our earliest ancestors scavenging on the African savanna to our hyper-connected digital age. Harari doesn't just chronicle events, he asks why. Why did Homo sapiens conquer the planet while other human species vanished? What truly sets us apart? And most importantly for us, what can this grand narrative teach us about navigating the complexities of modern life? Harari distills human history into several pivotal revolutions. Let's trace our journey and extract the core lessons.
The spirits watch us from the stars.
What do the glowing lights mean, Old One?
Concept 1. The cognitive revolution. Imagine our early ancestors, no stronger or faster than many other animals, certainly not top predators. What changed? Harari argues it was the cognitive revolution, a seemingly subtle shift in our brains that allowed us to think and communicate in entirely new ways. We developed the capacity for complex language, not just to describe reality, but to create fictions. Myths, gods, spirits, shared beliefs, things that don't exist in the physical world, but that we could all believe in collectively. This was the birth of our unique superpower, our ability to cooperate flexibly in large numbers based on shared fictions. Lions can't organize a group of 100 individuals to systematically hunt mammoths across vast distances based on a shared belief in a mammoth god, but sapiens could. This capacity for shared myths, for believing in something beyond the tangible, allowed us to form larger, more complex societies than any other animal. How does this apply to your life? We are still governed by fictions today. Money, corporations, nations, laws, human rights, these are all shared fictions. They aren't physical things you can touch, but we collectively imbue them with immense power. The practical application? Take a moment to identify the fictions that guide your life. Are you chasing a certain job title because society tells you it's prestigious? Are you stressing over a debt that's a purely abstract concept? Recognizing these fictions gives you power. It allows you to consciously decide which stories you want to participate in and which ones you might want to rewrite or let go of. Ask yourself, is this belief serving me, or am I serving the belief? Next came arguably the biggest blunder in human history, according to Harari, the agricultural revolution. From hunter-gatherers living diverse, relatively balanced lives, we settled down. We started cultivating wheat, rice, and potatoes. Sounds like progress, right? Harari provocatively calls it history's biggest fraud. We thought we were domesticating wheat, but in many ways, wheat domesticated us. Our diet became less varied, our workload dramatically increased, and we became vulnerable to famines and diseases. The average farmer worked harder and lived less healthy than their hunter-gatherer ancestors. So why did we do it? Because it allowed us to support more people. It wasn't about making individual lives better, it was about increasing the collective species survival. And with increased population came increased complexity, hierarchies, and the need for more sophisticated fictions to manage it all. The lesson here is profound. Progress isn't always good for the individual. We often pursue things that seem like advancements, more technology, more convenience, more stuff, without critically examining their true cost to our well-being. The practical application?
Before blindly chasing the next innovation or societal expectation of progress, pause and ask, what is the true cost here? Is this making my life genuinely better, or am I just adopting a new form of wheat that will demand more time, energy, and mental space than it returns? Discern between actual improvement and mere accumulation. Fast forward to the scientific revolution. This period ushered in an era of unprecedented knowledge and power. We mapped the globe, split the atom, and landed on the moon. But here's the kicker. With all this power, with all this progress, are we actually happier? Harari points out that despite all our advancements, levels of self-reported happiness haven't necessarily skyrocketed. We have more control of our external world than ever before, but often less control over our internal states. The pursuit of happiness often leads to a hedonic treadmill, where we constantly need more just to maintain the same level of satisfaction. Harari challenges the notion that happiness comes from external factors. While these things can provide temporary boosts, true, lasting contentment often comes from within. If external achievements aren't the ultimate answer, then where do we look? Sapiens indirectly points us towards practices that cultivate inner resilience and perspective. This might mean incorporating mindfulness, gratitude, or simply dedicating time to activities that genuinely fulfill you, regardless of their societal value. Shift your focus from acquiring more to appreciating more, and from controlling your environment to mastering your mind. So let's circle back to those initial questions. Why do we work 9 to 5? Why do we care about national borders? Because these are deeply ingrained fictions that allow our complex societies to function. We bought into the story. Are we truly free, or are we living inside an invisible cage built by our ancestors? In many ways, yes, but by understanding its construction, we gain the tools to perceive its bars, and perhaps even find the door. Understanding this ancient history absolutely can unlock a better life. By dissecting these revolutions, we learn to question the fictions that govern us, evaluate the true cost of progress, and realize that true happiness is an internal journey. Sapiens isn't just a book about our past, it's a mirror reflecting our present. It empowers us to consciously choose which stories we want to write for ourselves. Now, I want to hear from you. After hearing these insights, what's one fiction in your life that you now want to re-examine? Can you think of an example of progress in your own life that actually made things worse? Drop your answers in the comments below. I read every single one, and your insights truly help this community grow. If you've enjoyed peeling back the layers of Sapiens with us today, and if you believe in the power of uncovering the profound core values hidden within the world's greatest stories, then do yourself a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Don't just follow the cover. Join our journey to the core. Give this video a like. It tells YouTube this content matters. Thanks for watching.